Continue 6.4 miles.
Stanislaus National Forest, a beautiful place.
I think it was a blessing in disguise, really, that Marilyn didn't come on this trip. I just don't think this would have been the best trip for her.
Look how these trees, every one of them is perfectly straight.
I can get over that. I kind of enjoyed keeping our curtain open as long as it wasn't sunny. And look at that view we had last night as it got dark, the trees. So it's almost like we have a scenic window. We'll want to use that sometimes for scenery instead of just automatically closing that curtain. Look at, you're already getting pretty views on your ridge.
Yeah, on my side.
Yeah. There were actually some pretty views off of our campground on my walk last night. I was hoping to find a cute little post office like that to mail my bills. That was about as cute as they come. Is that a road or he made his own road?
Yeah, looks like it just goes off, goes back. Campsite. It's probably actually made by the logging company. It's just siding there to load logs or something. See a birdie?
Cute. Now Marilyn would have enjoyed stuff like that. But even if we brought her with a wheelchair that's bouncing, when you have a hurt foot, that would have been painful. She just couldn't have done it. She realized that too. She said that she knew she couldn't do it.
It's still early in the season. We might see some waterfalls along here somewhere.
I was even thinking some snow up higher for 1,000 feet higher. He said they had a little dusting last week.
What's all this? 333. See, I thought some helpful citizen was going to write the road number on there.
this the only road after the lookout?
Oh no, it seems to be hundreds of them.
Oh,
actually.
well, I was thinking if there was only one road, then the people that manned it or used to man it used to have to take it, and then it's not too bad.
Yeah, I thought this would be a little rougher than the main road they use, because they do take the shortest road. They can't wait to get home after work. And that road goes, I believe it goes right into Arnold. Do I see pavement ahead?
Looks like that. Now, water came down here.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's pavement, is it? Maybe it used to be, maybe a long time ago.
Well-packed gravel at one time. Okay, here's a side road. That could... One of these. So these are both gated.
Cell. I guess you got cell service here. Is that what they're putting in cell?
What's
You get on certain peaks.
So why is there a gate? It's just like a bypass for the cow catcher. See, I guess that's a cool thing up here. The local kids, they spray paint on trees instead of buildings.
Well, that's all they got.
Shit, that's all they got to spray. I'd read where the logging companies, one of their biggest pests they have up here is porcupines. They'll leave their equipment for the day and they'll come back, and porcupines will eat anything. They'll eat the material the tractor seat's made out of.
Really?
Yeah, they'll gnaw off the electrical insulation off of wires. They'll eat the rubber hoses. So they're real hassle.
I had to admire that little couple last night because, there were only so many circles and they just kept going. But look how healthy they were, and they were much older than us. Isn't that better than being in the barrier, sitting in a wheelchair in a facility looking out a window? They're staying active and it's keeping them healthy, and I think that's terrific.
See pretty yellow flowers?
And they still loved each other enough to want to hold hands and stuff. That's great.
Well, they just stay together for the sex.
Look at these Christmas trees.
It's a whole bunch of these yellow flowers, yeah. I don't know what it is, they sure are pretty. They have multiple blossoms in bunches. A lot of fuel on the floor, the forest floor here. We'll probably come along here and do a controlled burn one of these days. Clean all this out. Now this road, you can tell it's regularly used. So it's not an abandoned road. There's a lot of those up here. It's like the kids again. We found a rock.
It says hill. Cell, hill. Gee, real big fingers. Oh no, it says H-I-L-U.
Yeah, H-I-L-U. Hello? See, there's two initials, so they're boyfriend, girlfriend. So. In Moraga.
What do kids just drive around with spray paint cans in their car?
Yes. In Moraga, there's a big hill across the street from this place I go to, and kids have gone up there. First, they painted the whole rock white.
Quail just ran across the road.
Yeah.
Kids do crazy things, and most of them survive, but a lot of them don't. They just think they're invincible. invincible. That Gilroy accident, there was just no reason for them to die. Hey, did you hear about that?
No.
It was 5 teenagers in the car, and of course the driver was DUI, and they said there was even a little bit of drugs in the car, and he lost control 9:30 at night. Gilroy went over, and all 4 of his passengers died, and he survived. And of course, he's already going to be arrested as soon as he recovers. And then he's got to live with that the rest of his life, that he killed 4 of his friends.
Yeah, so in California, a DUI death, they arrested for murder.
Yeah, manslaughter.
Yeah.
So when he recovers, he's going straight to jail.
Yeah. So much for his young life.
Yeah. And 2 of them were getting ready to graduate. They were seniors.
There was one like that down at Salinas some years ago.
And all that happened was he didn't maneuver the turn, and instead of turning, he went right off the embankment. Crazy.
He's probably turning around talking to people in the back seat.
Well, he was drunk too. He was drinking. So your facilities aren't there.
Let's see if we can straddle these. Passed a couple of roads. I don't know if either one of them is the road I was looking for.
I wouldn't think so. I didn't see anything that even looked like one you could take.
Well, it went way down there and just dead ended. It looked to me like it was a logging road. They had run their equipment down there and they'd done their business. The road doesn't go anywhere. It could have been one of those that remember the gate we just passed? Well, there was another one just before it, down the hill just a little bit. It could have been that road. That would make sense for the Forest Service to lock that off. Let the forest reclaim that road, because it goes nowhere. So there's another one, just a 2-track. They like to reclaim these roads when they serve no purpose. Do you see any lights on the side of this thing?
Do I see lights?
Yeah.
No.
The screen goes to sleep.
Oh, you're filming our journey.
I don't know how I'm ever going to tell when the battery goes dead. I know it's roughly 45 minutes.
But we're not going to be putting
it's still working.
Our conversation here isn't going on YouTube, right?
It's being recorded, but I'll edit it out. Local guys come down here in their pickup trucks and they just go blasting down these roads. That must be really tough on their truck suspension. I suppose a local dentist gets a lot of work. People whose teeth are rattled loose.
How can you edit out our conversation?
There's a program you go in there, and just like when you edit music.
Right.
You cut the area out. I can take all the audio out if I want to. Sewer. Yeah, it's the roots.
That was a big tree.
Yeah. That's what I was noticing about those eucalyptus in Burlingame. Apparently their roots go deep. Because the road's not messed up. The pavement's obviously really old. That section through there is real narrow. I can't imagine what it must have been like when that was Highway 101. Even today you got big rigs going through there. The beer trucks and the Pepsi guy making deliveries to stores and bars. And they still have to traverse that. Oh, when we first came into the campground, when I just left the office and we were heading to our campsite, there was a tree. Did you notice that tree? And it kind of had an elbow stuck out, and you could see the bark's all missing. People's been whacking that thing several times. You can tell. Poor people. Now this navigator says turn on 34. That's not in my plans at all. Now, if we miss this little one on my side, there's one coming up on your side, and that's another road. That's 6 and 11. So even if the road's not marked, I'm hoping the GPS will...
That almost looked like fresh tire tracks. Maybe this thing will be manned and this is the way he comes in.
Seems kind of early in the season to be manned.
Unless that was just somebody yesterday.
Might be.
Sunday.
Well, near this lookout, there's a weather station. And so there'll be people going up there to maintain the weather station.
Wow, perfect Christmas tree.
Yeah, well, they're like that when they're little.
Well, that's the size I like.
Yeah. So look at all this stuff laying on the hillside.
My dad used to get that type when we were kids, and the reason I like that type is because it gives you room for your ornament to hang. And then it fills in all the gaps.
The sign on the tree back there said this all belongs to Sierra Pacific Lumber Company.
But we're allowed to come back here, right?
Yeah.
It didn't say private property
so-
or anything.
Public roadway. See, there's another sign right there on that tree. If they had any problem with you being here, they'd have this all gated off. Kind of surprised they don't have problems with people back here. The way people leave campfires unattended. That just makes me so crazy. Oh, I was noticing in our campground, some of the trees are blackened. So that means a fire went through there at one time. I was going to say I meant to ask the campground host about that, but he said he's a work camper.
Now slow up, there's a road.
Now that could be the road we're going. Hey, look, there's a post.
I don't know if it's March, but there's a post.
Yeah, there's a post, but like I said, according to the Google Earth, they didn't give me a name at all. So that might be the road we're looking at. And the way it kind of the angle kind of looks right. So that could be it. So we still have not seen a road on your side.
Gated one. That didn't really look
Yeah,
like
but
a road. That really didn't look like a road, even though.
Yeah, the GPS didn't show one though. This one. Not that way. Just this.
It's like you said, if they didn't want you back there, they'd gate it. So Sierra
Yeah.
Pacific gated that for some reason. Because that's their property over there.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna look at this one.
Lately, my bras have felt too tight. I put on a couple pounds. I'm almost tempted to take my bra off.
Well, there it is. See, the sound is off. There, that's why we haven't heard anything. Just a second.
I'm glad that Brandon has grown up with a love of camping. We didn't totally wear it out to where he likes to go camping. So that's a happy memory for him, I guess.
Yeah.
He does his own style. He roughs it more than we do.